Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Esther and I'm happy to have you back on my channel. If this is your first time, I say welcome to you and I'm happy to have you here. If you have not subscribed, because I can see that a lot of people are viewing my videos but they are not subscribing. Why? If you have not subscribed to this channel, please press that subscription button now and be part of this family. And don't forget to press the notification bell so that you will be notified anytime I upload a video. From the title of this video, I'm sure that should give you a hint of what today is all about. So today it's going to be about what next. But before I go ahead, I need to make a shout out to Jeremiah. Jeremiah, if you're right out there, I say hi. My advice to you, Jeremiah, is do not allow bullies to get you down. They are cowards. Okay? The fact that they are bullying you means that you have something that threatens them. So something that they don't have, and it's a threat to them. So don't let them defeat you. You are bigger and better than them, Jeremiah, and I love you. In today's video, I'm going to be telling you what happened after I came out of my depression. It was not a quick thing. It was not easy. The next thing I did was I called my health visitor, Penny Hill. She was a good woman. And speaking to her, she started to press the button. She started to make arrangements for Gracie to go to nursery for me to get help. So what she did was she linked me up with a group of parents. I think there were some trainings that were going around at that time. The government was giving out trainings to parents that has children with autism. They were training us on food, on their behaviors, how to manage them generally, because they realized that it can be challenging. So she contacted this group and I joined a group, and the training was during the week and it was during the day. So it was like between 12 and 2, which was an awkward time for somebody who was working like me. So I wanted to go for that training, and she advised that I speak to my boss. So obviously I would have to tell my boss about my situation. So that was the next thing. The first thing, I spoke to Penny, and then the next thing was I spoke with my boss. And I tell you what, I was so surprised with the amount of support I got from my boss at work. It was unbelievable. I was expecting him to say, well, you can go for this training once a week for about 12 weeks. You can, but you will be using your annual leave, or we will be deducting the day's pay from your salary. But no. As soon as I called him into a meeting and I told him the situation, he was very sympathetic. And you know what? He told me to go ahead for the training once a week. And even though the training was like for 4 hours, 12 to 2, no, 10 to 2. Yes, it was from 10 in the morning to 2 p.m. Even though it was for 4 hours a day, he gave me the whole day off. And he gave me those 12 days off as special leave. And I was paid for it. You see the opportunity I would have missed if I did not speak out. If you are in this sort of situation, speak to your manager. As a parent of a child with disability, employers are supposed to support their staff and help them out. One way or the other, your employer will help you out. My advice would be, do not keep quiet. You know, there is a saying that goes that once you share your problem, it is already half solved. So speak to your manager, ask for the support, and you will be surprised what support you will be getting from them. And also, these managers, most of them know the rights of parents with children with disability. So they will not mess about with you. Trust me, they will seek HR help and they will give you that support. So I spoke to my manager and he gave me that full training. I will be sharing with you what I learned in those 12 weeks in another video. It was of a great help. Meeting other parents with similar children was indeed a great support, because it made me to understand or to know that I was not alone. There were other people that was going through what I was going through at that time, and we were like a community. We were like together supporting each other. So please speak out. Don't keep it to yourself, and I'm sure you will get help. The next person I spoke with was my pastor. Yes, I had to tell my pastor at church, and I didn't tell my pastor because I needed him to do anything, because I don't think by the time I told him he had heard anything like autism before. He had no clue. But anyway, I told him for prayer support. If you're a Christian, you need to speak to your pastor. That will give you support, spiritual support. He will counsel you, counsel your family, and the church will be praying for you. Even though initially when I told my pastor, he told me, oh, don't worry, the baby, she's okay. And he was in denial, just like I was. But then, as time goes on, he saw that, wow, yes, this child is really special. So you need to speak to your pastor and tell your pastor that your child has been assessed, your child has been diagnosed, and that child has a special need, and you will appreciate the church's prayer support. After I spoke with my health visitor and she got me help, I spoke to my boss, and my boss was really ready to support. And I also spoke to my church, and I was so sure that my pastor was praying for me. The next stage was that I started to tell my friends. And I did not tell a lot of my friends just like that. I was very selective. I was very careful as well. I had few colleagues at work, and I trusted that they would pray if I told them. And so therefore I went ahead and I told a couple of them that my daughter had been assessed and diagnosed and that she's got special needs. And I remember, and this is one thing that I want you guys to understand, that you really don't know what other people are going through. I remember that I mentioned it to one of my friends, and I was shocked when she told me that she too has a nephew with special need. She too has a nephew that has autism. And I was shocked because I had never heard of autism until Gracie was assessed. And when this friend of mine told me that, oh, her nephew too has autism and her nephew is much more older than Gracie, I was shocked. Because up until that point that I shared my own challenges or my own story with her, She had never mentioned to me that she has a nephew with autism, that she has a nephew that has special need. So that's the thing. If you keep it to yourself, the devil will just start to feed on you, feed on your mind, telling you you're the only one with this issue, not knowing that there are loads of other people out there that has the same challenges that you have. So she told me, and then that was it. She started to tell me, what her sister, who happens to be the mother of the boy with autism, what she had done, and the classes she had been to, and the support, and this was a great help. So this is my own advice to you. Please speak out. And then one of my other friends told me as well that she too has a son, and that her son has been assessed. They're thinking in that same line that there is possibility that that boy has autism. So here we are, three of us with a common problem. So you see, and that was how we started to support each other. We started to share ideas, best practices within each other. She would, if there was anything going on out there, she would tell me. They would tell me, oh, have you heard of this? Have you tried this? Have you tried that? And I was able to share my own experiences from my classes with them as well. So please, do not keep quiet. Speak out. That will be the beginning of your healing. When you start speaking out, when you start hearing other people's story, and other people start to share with you their experiences, and you are sharing your experiences with them, it helps a great deal. So yeah, that was what happened. I got support from friends, unexpectedly, and I got support from work, from social services, and from my pastor. And remember, in one of my previous videos, I said that I chased the social worker away when she came to visit us. And I tell you something, that woman never came back. And I never set my eyes on this social worker until we moved away from that borough. I cannot remember Gracie being assigned a social worker until we moved out of that borough. And when we moved out of the borough, Gracie was like 6 years old. All of this thing going on for 6 years old. She had no social worker. I had no support. I wasn't claiming any disability allowance. I was in my own cuckoo land. I was depressed. I wanted to commit suicide, and all of these things I was just doing, in those years. And the reason why I'm sharing my experiences and my journey with you is that I don't want anybody else to go through what I went through. I know it is scary to be told that your child has autism or that your child has special need. It is very scary. But please, as scary as it is, do not be alone. Share with somebody. There must be someone out there that will be able to give you support. I totally understand if some of us say that, of course, there are some people that look at us, and they think we're weird. They look at our kids and they make comments. And loads of times I've been very upset with people, and that was because they were making comments about my child. And I tell you, I love Gracie so much. I love Gracie so much. Anybody that really wants to see my red eyes, let them do something negatively to Gracie. And then that is when I will be mad. Because it's like, we love those kids. We know that we know they're vulnerable, and we're just there to support them. So I love Gracie, and I wouldn't want anyone to hurt her. At the same time, we need to seek help for these children. So please seek early help. if you're in Africa, because I know the situation in Africa is different from Europe, and I can see and I've noticed that quite few people are watching me from Nigeria in particular. Anywhere in Africa, please seek help, speak to somebody. I know that they have this stigma that is attached to this, to special needs children, especially the ones with autism. They think that they are from some strange gods, but they're not. Please speak to somebody. There must be someone that you can speak to, and go to your doctor. Speak to your doctor. Speak to your doctor, and I bet you will not regret it. I know that Nigeria is working a lot on autism awareness, and they're trying to educate people, and that is fantastic. So you will definitely find somebody or an organization that would want to support and help you. This is where I'm going to stop this video. In my next video, I'm going to continue my journey. I am hoping to bring Gracie on the channel in my next video. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but because it's coming up to Christmas, and I think, oh, Gracie should come on this channel so that you guys can see the special lady that I have been talking about. So I'm hoping that I will bring Gracie on my channel. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but I will try my best. Even if it's for a few seconds or for a few minutes, I will bring her to join me on this channel so that she can say hello to you guys, and you guys can get to meet Gracie. There's a subject that is really, that is pressing on my mind to discuss. I said to you, I'm going to discuss how the church can support us, and I still want to discuss that because I know that we need the church's support and we need the people's support. So I'm going to be addressing that in one of my videos. Also, I'm going to be talking generally about women and the strengths that we have. So I'm going to be targeting most of my discussions towards women. How we can cope with everything, really. Yeah, I'm going to, and young people as well, young ladies. So please share this video with anyone that you know will benefit from this video, and come on, subscribe please, because I know that a lot of people are watching my videos. I've had, like, in this short period of time, I've had about over 5,000 views, but people are not subscribing. So can I please ask you to subscribe to this channel? I need to get at least 500 subscribers before the end of this year. Do you think that is too much to ask? I don't think so. I know you guys can do it. So I need your support. So please subscribe to my channel, share this video, give me a thumb up if you like this, what I've shared so far. Let me know, and I will see you in my next video. So hopefully I will see you before Christmas, and yes, if not, I wish you a very Merry Christmas, a blessed one, and I pray that the Lord will continue to keep us, and we will see many more Christmases in Jesus' name. So take care, guys, and see you in my next video. Bye. Bye-bye.